Hey friend, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like there's a little translator working inside your brain? You hear English, you understand it, but before you can speak, your brain starts translating everything from your native language into English, word by word, sentence by sentence, and by the time you're ready to answer, the moment is gone. The conversation has moved on, and you just sit there feeling frustrated, maybe even embarrassed. If that sounds like you, don't worry. You're not broken, and you're not bad at English. You're not slow, and you're definitely not alone. You're just doing what most learners do. Your brain is working exactly the way it was trained to work. But here's the good news. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop translating and start thinking directly in English, just like a native speaker does. And trust me, once you learn this, speaking will feel so much easier, so much faster, and so much more natural. So stick with me until the end, because this might be the lesson that changes everything for you. Hi, I'm Jack, and welcome to English Learning Channel. This is a place where we don't just study English, we live it. We make it natural, we make it real, and we make it yours. We focus on fluency, confidence, and real-life communication. No boring grammar drills, no endless memorization, just practical, simple techniques that actually work. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you why your brain translates, why that slows you down, and most importantly, how to train your brain to think in English naturally without any translation at all. We're going to cover 6 powerful techniques that you can start using today. And I promise you, if you practice these consistently, you'll notice a huge difference in how you speak and think in English. Now, if you're enjoying this kind of relaxed, simple teaching style, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me on this journey. We're building a community of learners who want to speak English confidently, not perfectly. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's grow together. All right, let's dive in. Why does your brain translate? First, let's talk about why this happens. And I want you to understand this clearly, because once you understand the problem, the solution becomes much easier. When you started learning English, you probably learned it through your native language, right? Your teacher said a word in English, then told you what it meant in your language. You read textbooks that explain grammar in your language. You wrote translations in notebooks. You practiced by converting sentences from your language into English. You built your entire English knowledge on top of your first language. So now, your brain has created a habit, a very strong habit. English comes in, your brain automatically looks for the translation, finds the meaning in your native language, processes it, and then tries to build an English sentence using that translation. It's like taking a long, winding road when there's a shortcut right in front of you. You're adding an extra step that you don't really need.
And here's the problem. Translation takes time. It takes mental energy, and it stops you from being fluent. Because fluency isn't about knowing every word. Fluency isn't about perfect grammar. Fluency is about reacting quickly and naturally. Native speakers don't think about grammar rules. They don't search for the perfect word. They don't translate. They just speak. The words flow naturally. And that's what we want for you too. Think about it like this. Imagine you're playing a sport, let's say basketball. If every time you get the ball, you stop and think about the rules, think about your technique, think about every single movement, you'll be too slow. You'll miss the shot. But if you practice enough, your body just knows what to do. You don't think. You just play. That's what we're trying to achieve with English. We want your brain to just speak without thinking about every step. So how do we get there? How do we train your brain to think in English without that little translator getting in the way? Let me give you 6 simple, powerful techniques that actually work. These are techniques I've taught to thousands of students, and they've seen real results. So pay attention, take notes if you want, and most importantly, try these techniques yourself. Technique 1. Label your world in English. This is one of the easiest and most fun ways to start thinking in English. And you can start doing this now, today, without any special tools or resources. Here's what you do. Look around you right now. What do you see? Maybe you see a phone, a cup, a window, a chair, a lamp, a book. Whatever it is, start saying those words out loud in English. Don't translate them. Don't think about what they're called in your native language. Just name them directly in English. Phone, cup, window, chair, lamp, book. Do this every single day. Make it a habit. When you wake up in the morning, look around your bedroom and name 5 things in English. Bed, pillow, alarm, curtain, door. When you're in the kitchen cooking, name the ingredients and the tools. Tomato, onion, knife, pan, stove, spoon. When you're outside walking, name what you see. Tree, car, sky, dog, street, bench. Why does this work? Because you're building a direct connection between the object and the English word. You're creating a mental shortcut. You're not going through your native language anymore. You see it, you say it. That's thinking in English. That's the shortcut we want. And here's a challenge for you. Right now, pause for 5 seconds and name 3 things you can see around you in English. Go ahead, I'll wait. Look around, say them out loud. Great job! See, you just thought in English. That's how simple it can be. And the more you do this, the more automatic it becomes. Soon, you won't even have to try. Your brain will just start thinking in English naturally. Now, let me give you a bonus tip for this technique. Once you get comfortable with single words, start adding simple descriptions. For example, instead of just saying cup, say blue cup, or empty cup, or my cup. Instead of just phone, say black phone, or new phone, or charging phone. This helps you build phrases, not just words. And that's even closer to how native speakers think. Technique 2. Narrate your day like a movie. This one is so powerful, and honestly, it's kind of fun. I want you to narrate your day as if you're the main character in a movie. And here's the important part. Not in your head, out loud. Yes, I want you to talk to yourself in English. I know what you're thinking. Jack, that sounds weird. People will think I'm crazy. Listen, no one has to hear you. You can do this when you're alone at home, in your car, on a walk, in the shower, wherever you have privacy. And trust me, this technique works like magic. For example, right now I could say, I'm sitting at my desk. I'm recording a video from my channel. I feel good today. I'm drinking water. It's a little cold outside. I can hear birds singing. My laptop is in front of me. You see? Simple sentences. Present tense. Describing what's happening right now. No translation, no overthinking, just speaking naturally. Try this while you're doing everyday activities. When you're brushing your teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. The toothpaste tastes like mint. It's fresh. I'm looking in the mirror. I need to rinse my mouth now. The water is cold. When you're making breakfast, I'm cracking an egg. It's a little messy. I'm putting it in the pan. I can hear it sizzling. It smells good. I'm hungry. When you're getting dressed, I'm putting on my shirt. It's comfortable. I'm choosing my shoes. These are my favorites. I'm ready to go. When you're walking, I'm walking down the street. It's sunny. There are people around. A car just passed by. I feel relaxed. This might feel strange at first. You might feel silly talking to yourself. But listen, every fluent English speaker I know has done something like this when they were learning. It's one of the most effective techniques because you're training your brain to form English sentences automatically. You're practicing real-time thinking in English. You're building fluency without any pressure, without any judgment. And here's what happens after you do this for a few weeks. When you're in a real conversation, the words will come faster. You won't have to stop and think. Your brain will already be in the habit of creating English sentences on the spot. That's the power of this technique. So start today. Start small. Just narrate 5 minutes of your day. Tomorrow, do it again. Keep building this habit. You'll be amazed at the results. Technique 3. Think in short, simple sentences. A lot of learners make this mistake, and I want to help you avoid it. They try to think in long, complicated sentences because they want to sound smart or fluent or impressive. But that's not how native speakers actually think. We think in short, simple bursts, quick thoughts, natural thoughts. For example, instead of thinking, I am feeling a little bit tired today because I did not sleep well last night and I have a lot of work to do, a native speaker thinks, I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. I have a lot of work. See the difference? Short, direct, clear, easy. That's how you should practice thinking too. When you're thinking in English, keep it simple. Don't try to build perfect, complex sentences with fancy grammar. Just say what you need to say in the easiest way possible. I'm hungry. I want coffee. That movie was good. It's raining. I'm happy. I feel tired. Let's go. The more you practice simple sentences, the faster your brain will start thinking in English naturally. And here's the secret that most learners don't know. Once simple sentences become automatic, longer sentences will come naturally too. You're not limiting yourself. You're building a foundation. You're teaching your brain to think fast. And that's what fluency really is. Speed plus clarity. Let me give you some examples of how to simplify your thoughts. Instead of, I would really appreciate it if you could help me with this problem, think, can you help me? Instead of, I'm not entirely sure what the best option would be in this situation, think, I'm not sure, what should I do? Instead of, I was planning to go to the store, but I might change my mind, think, I might go to the store, not sure yet. Do you see how much easier that is? You're still communicating the same idea, but you're doing it faster, simpler, and more naturally. That's thinking like a native speaker. Technique 4. Stop mid-thought and translate backwards. All right, this one is a little different, but it's super effective, and I want you to really pay attention to this because it can change your thinking habits very quickly. Sometimes you might catch yourself thinking in your native language. Maybe you're planning what to say to someone. Maybe you're thinking about your day. Maybe you're making a mental to-do list. And it's all in your native language. That's completely normal. Don't feel bad about it. But here's what I want you to do. Stop right in the middle of that thought. Pause and ask yourself, how would I say this in English? Then say it out loud in English. Even if you're alone, say it out loud. This is important. For example, let's say you're thinking in your language, I need to call my friend later because I forgot to tell her something important yesterday, and she's probably wondering why I didn't mention it. Stop. Now say it in English. I need to call my friend. I forgot to tell her something. It was important. She's probably wondering. Or maybe you're thinking, I should probably go to the gym today, but I'm feeling lazy and I don't really want to go. Stop. Say it in English. I should go to the gym, but I feel lazy. I don't want to go. Do this every single time you catch yourself thinking in your native language. It's like rewiring your brain. You're creating new pathways. You're training it to switch into English mode faster and faster. And over time, you'll notice something amazing. You'll start thinking in English first without needing to switch at all. This technique is powerful because it makes you aware of your thoughts. Most people think automatically without noticing what language they're using. But when you start paying attention and switching on purpose, you're taking control. You're actively training your brain. And that's when real change happens. Try to do this at least 10 times a day. Just 10 times. Catch yourself thinking in your native language, stop, and switch to English. After a few weeks, you'll notice that you're thinking in English more and more naturally. Technique 5. Use English for your inner voice. This might sound a little strange, but bear with me. This is one of the most powerful techniques for advanced thinking in English. We all have an inner voice, right? That little voice in your head that talks to you throughout the day. It reminds you of things. It asks you questions. It comments on what's happening. It encourages you. Sometimes it criticizes you. It's always there, talking. Well, I want you to change that inner voice to English. Instead of that voice speaking in your native language, make it speak in English. For example, instead of thinking in your native language, what should I eat for lunch today? Think in English, what should I eat for lunch? Instead of thinking, I'm so tired, I need to rest, think, I'm so tired, I need to rest. Instead of thinking, why is this so difficult? Think, why is this so difficult? Even your little everyday thoughts. Where did I put my keys? I need to charge my phone. What time is it? I'm thirsty. This is nice. I'm late. Let's go. All of these thoughts, all of them, in English. At first, this will feel weird, really weird. You'll forget constantly. You'll slip back into your native language every few minutes. That's okay. That's completely normal. Just notice it and switch back to English. Don't get frustrated. Don't give up. Just keep practicing. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. And eventually, something incredible happens. English becomes your brain's default language, at least for certain situations or certain times of day. And that's when you know you're really thinking in English. That's when you've made the breakthrough. I remember when I was learning another language, this was the hardest part for me. But once I started doing it, once my inner voice switched, everything changed. I could speak so much faster. I could express myself so much more easily. And you can do the same thing with English. So be patient with yourself. Start small. Maybe just try to think in English for 5 minutes while you're doing one activity. Then gradually increase. Soon, it will feel completely natural. Technique 6. Watch, listen, and repeat without subtitles. Here's a fun one, and this is something you can do while relaxing and enjoying yourself. Pick a short video or podcast in English. Something simple and easy to understand. Maybe a kids show, a cooking video, a travel vlog, or a short story. Something interesting to you. Watch it or listen to it without subtitles. No subtitles in English, and definitely no subtitles in your native language. Now, don't try to understand every single word. That's not the goal here. Just listen to the flow. Listen to how people speak. Listen to the rhythm, the intonation, the natural pauses. Let the English wash over you. Then, here's the important part. Repeat what you hear. Copy the rhythm. Copy the tone. Copy the speed. Try to sound exactly like the speaker. For example, if someone says, "I'm going to the store to buy some milk," you say it too, right after them. "I'm going to the store to buy some milk." Try to match their voice. If they say it quickly, you say it quickly. If they emphasize a certain word, you emphasize it too. If someone says, "That was absolutely amazing," you say, "That was absolutely amazing," with the same energy, the same feeling. This technique is called shadowing, and it's one of the most powerful ways to learn any language. Why? Because it helps your brain absorb English the way native speakers actually use it. You're not translating. You're not analyzing grammar. You're imitating. You're absorbing. And imitation is one of the most natural ways humans learn anything. Children learn to speak by imitating their parents. They don't study grammar. They just copy sounds, copy words, copy sentences. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Do this for just 5 or 10 minutes a day, and you'll be amazed at how much faster you start thinking and speaking in English. Your pronunciation will improve. Your rhythm will improve. And most importantly, your brain will start internalizing English patterns without even trying. You can do this with YouTube videos, with podcasts, with audiobooks, with movies, with anything. Just make sure the English is clear and not too fast at the beginning. As you get better, you can choose faster, more challenging content. Bonus technique: create English-only time blocks. Here's one more technique I want to share with you. And this is for those of you who are serious about making fast progress. Create specific time blocks in your day where you only think in English. Not all day. That's too hard at the beginning. Just small blocks of time. For example, every morning from 8 to 8:30, you're in English mode. During that time, your inner voice speaks English. You narrate what you're doing in English. You label things in English. If you think of something in your native language, you immediately translate it to English. Or maybe during your lunch break, from 12 to 12:30, you're in English mode. Or in the evening when you're relaxing, from 7 to 7:30. Pick a time that works for you. Start with just 15 or 20 minutes a day. It doesn't sound like much, but if you do this every single day, that's almost 2 hours a week of pure English thinking practice. That's over 100 hours a year. Imagine how much progress you'll make. As you get more comfortable, you can increase the time. Maybe 30 minutes, then an hour, then 2 hours. Some of my students eventually spend half their day thinking in English, and their fluency is incredible. This technique works because it creates consistency. It builds a habit, and habits are what create lasting change. Important reminder: be patient with yourself. Listen, I want to be honest with you. I know this isn't easy. Changing the way your brain thinks takes time. It takes practice. It takes consistency. And yes, it takes patience. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress. There will be moments when you slip back into your old habits. There will be times when you feel frustrated. But here's what I want you to remember. Every single person who speaks English fluently today was once exactly where you are right now. They struggled, they translated, they felt stuck, they felt frustrated. But they kept going. And so will you. Because you're not just learning English. You're training your brain to think differently. You're building new neural pathways. You're creating new habits. And that's something to be proud of. That's something amazing. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't expect perfection. Just focus on progress. Even if you only think in English for 1 minute today, that's progress. If you catch yourself once and switch from your native language to English, that's progress. Celebrate every small win, because all those small wins add up to big results. And remember, I'm here with you on this journey. You're not alone. Thousands of people are watching this video, practicing these techniques, and improving their English just like you. We're a community. We're learning together. Let's recap everything. Now, before we wrap up, let me quickly recap everything we've covered today so you can remember it clearly. We talked about why your brain translates and why that slows you down. Then I gave you 6 powerful techniques to stop translating and start thinking in English. Number 1, label your world in English. See something, say it in English directly. Number 2, narrate your day like a movie. Talk to yourself out loud and describe what you're doing. Number 3, think in short, simple sentences. Don't overcomplicate your thoughts. Number 4, stop mid-thought and translate backwards. Catch yourself thinking in your native language and switch to English. Number 5, use English for your inner voice. Make that little voice in your head speak English. Number 6, watch, listen, and repeat without subtitles. Practice shadowing to absorb natural English patterns. And the bonus, create English-only time blocks to build consistency and habits. These techniques are simple, practical, and they work. But they only work if you actually use them. So don't just watch this video and forget about it. Pick 1 or 2 techniques and start practicing today, right now, as soon as this video ends. Now, before we finish, I want to tell you about something that's going to help you even more. After you finish this video, check out our next lesson called 5 Daily Habits to Speak English Fluently in 30 Days. It's full of simple, practical tips you can start using immediately. You're going to love it. It's the perfect next step in your journey. So look for it on the screen, click it, and let's keep learning together. All right, my friend, we've covered a lot today, and I'm so glad you stayed with me until the end. That shows me you're serious about improving your English. And that's the most important thing. Your commitment, your dedication, your willingness to practice. So here's what I want you to do. Take these techniques. Use them every single day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Be consistent, be patient, and trust the process. I promise you, if you practice these techniques regularly, your English will feel more natural, more automatic, and more fluent. You'll stop translating, you'll start thinking in English, and speaking will become so much easier. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. And you're doing great. I'm so proud of you for being here, for learning, for not giving up, for pushing yourself to improve. This is the English Learning Channel, and I'm Jack. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and never forget, you're capable of amazing things. I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Take care, stay positive, and keep speaking English with confidence. Bye for now.